Today's support video will run through the process of editing KnowledgeSmart questions. As you know, KnowledgeSmart administrators have full editorial rights to make changes to all off-the-shelf questions, and we have built an intuitive 6-step edit process. The first thing we need to do is to take a copy of the assessment that we want to work with. So let's hover over to this icon over here and click Import to our account. So when we go to Draft Content and submenu Draft Tests, we can now see that that assessment is available as a copy with a unique ID number. And because this process is completed, we also will have the full list of questions under this assessment available as draft questions. To edit an existing question, simply hover over to this icon over here and a small pop-up menu will appear which will allow you to skip straight to the relevant step of the edit process. Just before we dive into that 6-step process, let's just go through the couple of options at the top here. The first thing you can do is click Show Search. If I wanted to narrow down the list of questions shown here at the bottom to only the ones that are linked to the current assessment I'm working with, I simply need to copy and paste the test name into this field and click Search. I can see that the list of questions have been updated, and I can also narrow that down further by saying only show me the true or false questions. I now have a list of 5 questions to work with. I can now say show groups and add these questions to a new group. Say create group, then just simply go back to the search results. Click this checkbox at the top here to multi-select all the questions, and then go to add to group at the top here. Find the group that you've just created and click Add. I now have confirmation that 5 questions have been added to this group for me. To continue, I can then just click Hide Search and Hide Groups, and this will then take me to step 1 of the edit process. Step 1 is naming, summarizing, and writing your question. The question name helps you identify the question in your dashboard. It will also appear during the test and on the candidate result certificate at the end of the test, and therefore we urge you to keep it simple and descriptive. There is a 75-character limit. Next up, the question summary will provide a brief description of the key skills being addressed by your question. The question text box down here has a 3,000 character limit, and this is the question that you're asking your user. If you're going to be copying and pasting text, please make use of these paste functions over here, this one for plain text and this one for text coming from Word, and that will just help your text display correctly. When you're happy with those edits, click Continue. Step 2 provides you with the option of adding a file or even multiple files to your task-based questions. There are a number of file types which can be assigned to questions. For guidance on the types of files that you can upload, please have a look here on the right-hand side, and also note the size limit, which is 8 megabytes. All files uploaded here will be downloaded by users when they take the test. All files will be accessible to users during the test and located in a folder of their choosing. Image files will automatically be displayed as part of the question text. Step 3 is where you input the answer to the question, and the fields will vary depending on the type of question that you are working with. Step 4 is around tagging your question. Firstly, category tags will help you tag your questions with a series of short descriptive words, and this will help you search for content in your dashboard. Training tags, on the other hand, helps you tag your questions with accompanying training recommendations. These are training topics which would be helpful to a user who performs poorly on a specific question. These tags will be visible to the user in their results report. You then have the option to indicate whether this is a knowledge, task interrogate, or task modify question. For brief descriptions on these options, have a look here on the right. Lastly, the skill level, basic, intermediate, or advanced. Once you're happy with your edits, click Continue. Step 5 is where you can view and edit the coaching notes for each question. Coaching notes provide detailed feedback for the users on how to answer each question accurately and efficiently. They can also be used to provide additional background detail to a particular subject. Coaching notes can be provided in multiple formats: text only, text accompanied by screenshots, PDFs, or even short movies. Step 6 is about learning material. From here, you can link modular training material to your KnowledgeSmart questions. The key is to map the training content to the actual training tags or metadata for each question. The training content can once again be in a variety of formats. For example, in-house training notes, PDF help sheets, intranet pages, video links. To ensure that any web links open in a new browser, please use the Insert or Edit URL link icon shown on the screen. As an example, I have selected a YouTube movie that links very well with this question. So I will put the wording "watch YouTube movie." Then I will highlight the text and hit this icon over here. I will place the URL for the YouTube movie, and in Target I will select from the drop-down menu Open in a new window. I will then click Insert, and that will then record that link for me. When you have finished editing or creating your questions, you can view a complete summary of all the key elements for each question by clicking on the question name in Draft Questions. This will then open up a green pop-up summary box, and we refer to this as the question footprint. If we then just briefly look at the other icons available here, to copy a question, simply select this icon over here. To open up a preview of the question in a new window, you can select the magnifying icon over here. You can now see the question from the assessment taker's perspective. To delete a question, simply check the checkbox over here and click the Delete button. To remove a question from a group, simply hit the checkbox here and click Remove from Group at the top. That concludes this support video about editing KnowledgeSmart questions. Our next support video will be around some author hints and tips.